Just push start. Hey, welcome in. You know, your first 5 seconds is the most important. Five, four, three, two, one. If that's the case, how come I'm already 15 seconds into this? And now I know I haven't been sitting up here for 15 seconds. That don't even make sense. How in the world I'm up here already 15 seconds and not just push go live? I hope y'all can hear the music in the background, all right, because I'm too comfortable to check. But I know y'all can hear my voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello, how are you doing today? High five. Bam. Welcome into another live event. I'm getting ready to get my notes taken down. My notes down real quick. Basically, the note I'm going to be writing down is basically today's title. And it's going to be about some sports. I hope you're doing good. Once again, welcome in. High five. Bam. So these are my notes from the previous live I did today. And now I had to make a line for video number 2. We are on video number 2. Title. It is All-Star 2026 Los Angeles basketball game. Let's talk about it. So please don't mind me as I write down the information. All-Star, blah, 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 yaggity, smaggity. I'll leave a room for that and put in. So did y'all watch the game? It was like a blur to me. It's like the game started and then it left. I know all games begin and end, but it was like a vapor this time. Unfortunately, it was reminding me of this year's Super Bowl. Hey, what's going on? High five. Bam. What's going on? You have basketballs in the chat. I'm so glad I can put basketballs in the chat because sometimes there's emojis that I want to put on here, but they don't show up. All it shows is those stupid boxes. You know those boxes once upon a time in journalism where like when you're doing your layout for journalism and you had to put a place in for your article, then you had to put a place in for your picture. For your picture, you would have to put a box with an X in it to mark that that's where a place of a picture is supposed to be. Well, sometimes there's certain emojis that I want to put on there and it just be a box. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. So I'm glad we could put basketballs in the chat. High five to you. So how I'm going to start this right now is comparing the vibe of this game compared to the Super Bowl game. The Super Bowl game was tired, dusty, boring. I was so surprised. And as I watched the All-Star game this week, well, last week past, I got the same vibe. I'm like, now what's going on? Because they both were set in the same state, right? Wasn't the I was about to say Chinese checkers. That's a game. Or is that a song? Nonetheless, the Super Bowl was in Los Angeles. And I'm going to assume, right? Yeah, because it's in the title. The All-Star game was in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, what do you do to these people? It's like everybody became tired or something. And maybe California too chill for NBA players to be playing anything at all. Because, you know what, let's blame it on Snoop Dogg and his influence. Because wasn't he the host in the Olympics? Now, I don't think the Olympics was here in this state or in this country. But as much as they were shoving the Olympics down our eyes, for lack of a better word, it sure seemed like the Olympics took place here in America. So what's really going on? Yeah, they had shorter games this year. USA versus the world versus the older players. What in the Mortal Kombat are we doing? What do you mean the NBA versus the world? No wonder they tied the lead and threw, huffing and puffing, running across the court. Did LeBron James play in any of the games? Probably not, because he saw the future and was like, not today, Satan. Y'all not gonna have me up there looking like a fool. Y'all already clowning on me and my son. Well, let's leave your son out of this. We talking about you. My name LeBron James, and I ain't playing in no stupid 2026 NBA playoff nothing. As much as y'all talked about me all year, why would I want to bring home the gold again? Only gold I'm bringing home is the golden arches to me and my family. Savannah getting the gold. That's all who getting the gold this year. Okay, LeBron, calm down. We get it. We done talked about you to the moon and back. And you don't want to play for us no more. Anymore. Fine. LeBron did play. Where? Harry Potter, that lady on the Harry Potter movie who had a pink two-piece skirt set on said, I must not tell lies. When did LeBron play? LeBron did play. Oh, well, never mind. Like I said, he didn't play because they lost. Get the broom. It was a sweep. LeBron did play. They lost to the younger NBA players, but they did beat the NBA World Team. The World Team, which comprised of senior citizens from NBA games of Christmas past, don't count. Don't put me in the game where I gotta play against senior citizens. That's not a game at all. It don't count. Now, if you want to file it under spending time with the senior citizens of NBA, yeah, I get it. Good for you for doing community service. Let's file that under community service. And what is it that the NBA people have to do? The NBA people and the football people, I'm quite sure they're under some type of contractual obligation where they gotta give back to the less fortunate. And why I say that is because every time I turn around, they always giving back to children, giving back to like the Boys and Girls Club of America, helping out in libraries. So I think that's probably a part of their contractual obligation, because I guarantee you if it wasn't, they'll be in the club talking about where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? So, as I try my best to stick to the subject at hand, I will commence back to writing down the title in my notes, all in the name of me not getting confused. Take a breath, girl. Title, All-Star 2026. Los Angeles basketball game. Let's talk about it. I cannot believe that LeBron was there. That don't even make sense. Did you see any All-Star basketball commercials? I think I may have seen one or two, but it was lightly salted. You know how you ask for an order of fries and you say lightly salted, so it's vaguely even there. So that's how it was on the commercial tip in reference to talking about the NBA All-Stars. Y'all, it seems like it didn't even happen, but it did. You know, I'm flipping through the TV talking about when is the All-Star game coming on? That's how weak of the promotion it was. I'm thinking I still have some time to catch it. Maybe I'm hip to something that kind of can finally be in the loop of keeping up with the Joneses, at least by way of watching sports. No, it was already on and over with. I did see a pinch, okay? So as I get ready to start typing things into the computer for the piece of my imagination, for my curiosity, what question shall I ask? That's a crying shame. When did the NBA All-Stars game come on? Now, that's so sad. If I had to open up this live stream asking AI overview, when did it come on in the first place? When did the NBA All-Stars game come on this year? So I put when did the game come on this year And let me see here. First question. I don't want to see charts. I don't want to see calendars. I need to see dates on. The question, it's an easy question. When did the NBA All-Stars game come on this year? Question number one. When? Let's put our detective hats on. When did the welcome in. How are you doing today? My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Getting ready to take my time and get all this NBA All-Star questions out of my system and onto the internet for y'all to listen to either now or later. What did I type? When did the NBA All-Stars game? Come on. Okay. So according to AI Overview, the 2026 NBA All-Stars game was held on Sunday, February 2026 at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. The event debuted as New USA versus the World. Round robin tournament format. Y'all, it's so giving Tri-Wizard tournament from Harry Potter, and it's also giving Dragon Ball Z. Why are we going up against the world? It's bad enough that there's wars and rumors of wars. Now we don't need these NBA people fighting amongst one another. Although they're already fighting amongst one another in the first place. Basketball. Oh, no, that don't go right there. I need to open up another tab and then type in basketball. So for those of you who don't know, or since the time is going by like a blur, I will put this information in here for you. Feel free to carry on. Go. Hey, y'all laughing. I'm laughing at myself. What's going on, Chile? High five. Bam. Welcome in. I'm up here trying to keep it together and keep my notes together. You want to talk about multitasking? I'm working too hard already trying to sew together this All-Star Los Angeles basketball game stuff. It seemed like it didn't even happen. That's how poorly they did far as advertising. The 2026 NBA All-Star Game was held on Sunday, February. Y'all, that was yesterday. See, how was that yesterday? Look, I did watch the game, but it don't seem like it was yesterday. Today is February 16th, 2026. And the computer said this happened yesterday. How did it happen yesterday? I thought it happened 2 days ago. What's going on? See, something's happening. Something is happening in the time warp continuum. Y'all, it seemed like this happened a couple of days ago. Thank you so much for your compliments. The event debuted a new US versus World Round Robin tournament format where Team USA All-Stars ultimately defeated USA Stripes 47-21 in the championship game. No. I'm not accepting that. Yesterday was Sunday. I'm getting ready to rephrase the question. What? How? Because this morning I turned to First Take to see what they were going to say about the game. And on First Take, the coverage was boring, so I turned. The All-Star game took place. Y'all, it was something. Y'all, look, I saw part of the game, but I'm tripping out because it seemed like it happened 2 days ago. And I'm saying this because can a basketball game or a game in general be so boring you lose track of the time and you feel like you're getting pulled in some type of time vortex and you feel like you light years away? Because that's what happened to me. I watched the game and I swear it happened 2 days ago, not yesterday. Because I'm watching it and I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? Why is the court so bright? Who are all these weird faces running up and down the court? This don't even look right. Why this team looks so mixed up like a bag of mixed, like Chex Party mix? I know a team is supposed to be comprised of different aspects of people, but this time around on both teams, the teams just look so unorthodox. I'm like, what is going on? Where's the structure of both teams? It's just, it was so mixed match. It was way too many short people versus way too many tall people, and it don't seem like they had the height separated equally. So I was getting lost. So it was like trees versus the bushes. You got tall people versus the little people, and it's like it was an uneven balance of tall people on one side on one team and an uneven balance of short people on the other team, and they didn't mix. So I'm like, how is this even happening? Were you guys just as confused as me while watching the game that allegedly took place Sunday? 2026 NBA All-Star Weekend highlights the 75th edition. And when did the 75th edition come into play? You mean the NBA All-Stars games been out that long? It's been out longer than football? This year, we celebrated Super Bowl 50. And also this year, we are celebrating the 75th edition of the All-Stars game. So you mean to tell me basketball came out before football? Legally or technically? According to AI Overview, the 75th edition of the mid-season showcase features several key events and winners. All-Star Game MVP Anthony Edwards' Team USA Stars earned the Kobe Bryant Trophy after leading his team to the title. Slam dunk contest won by Kashid Johnson. Three-point contestant Damian Lillard won his record-tying third title, defeating Devin Booker in the final. Booker, not Booker T. Washington. Wasn't the show called A-Man where it was this husky guy on there and he wore tight clothes because that's how they dressed in the past, and he had his hair parted on the side named Booker? Wasn't he like the pastor's helper or something? I'm getting ready to look it up. Booker, who was the man in? Was it A-Man? What show did the character named Booker play in? Hook up. PLE. I'm about to see. Come on, don't fail. No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about an African American man. So I had to be more specific. How did the come on. Now let's try this. Y'all over here. Sherman Hensley. Who is Sherman Hensley? Wait a minute. Wait a second. You mean you actually know the name? Okay, so I asked, what show did the African American named Booker play in? According to AI Overview, based on the provided search results, there is no mention of an African American character named Booker. I know they lying. The results here's something. Why would it say it couldn't find anything, then turn around and tell me here are some results? That's okay, AI Overview. I'm not asking for perfection. Just stay the way you are, please. The results primarily discuss Booker 1989, which is a 21 Jump Street spinoff. Why would they say no? That's not no. Sherman Hensley. I gotta look up who in the world is Sherman Hensley. So I'm getting ready to look him up. Who is Sherman Clump? Sherman Hensley. Oh, that's the name of no. Sherman Hensley is Sherman Hensley is Stephen A. Smith. Deacon Fry. They call Sherman Hensley, aka Deacon Fry, Stephen A. Smith. There's another guy, and his name is Booker. And I'm not sure if he played on Amen, but it was a show from that time where he reminded me of the character of rerun from What's Happening. But he was like the rerun from What's Happening for another African American TV show that came out in that time. Y'all, I am trying to hold it together and not get too lost. Oh, this is a random question that you popped up, so I'm going to put it up here. This is a random question, so I'll put it up here. A movie show that everyone loves but you don't. That's dope. So I'll put that in there. You guys feel free to answer it. This random question was brought to you by YouTube. So yeah, so I'm going to give it one more try. Now this is just a blind guess. How can I ask this? Name all the... Oh, this is terrible. Can you please name all of the husky African American men who played in TV shows? How'd you like? Bookman from Good Times. Yeah, I thought his name was Booker. Chile is laughing at me. I'm still getting ready to type it in. Yes, Bookman. Thank you so much. I thought it was Booker, like Booker T. Washington. So all this time, y'all, I thought the man name was Booker. But I'm still getting ready to ask, since we here, can you please name all the husky African American male actors from TV shows from the 70s and 80s. The computer might break. I'll tell you. Booker T, the AI overview is probably upset with me because I can ask that. Right now, I can ask AI overview anything, like how to change the world. But I'm up here asking, can you please name all the husky African American male actors from TV shows from 70s and 80s? So I could try to find... So I could try to find the name of that dude that we was talking about. Now, what in the world does this have to do with basketball? Well, to tie this together, we can say husky means round, so round like a basketball. So there's the tie-in. According to y'all, I cannot see. I'm laughing up here. I'm laughing at myself and my vision blurry. Several prominent husky, or more accurately, broad shoulders. The AI overview said broad shoulders. Yes, this AI overview says several prominent husky, or more accurately, broad shoulder and commanding African American male actors made a significant impact on television during the 1970s and 1960s. Key figures from this era include Pat Kettle, Jim Brown, and Harrison Page. Here are notably husky African American male actors for TV shows from the 70s and 80s, and it provides a list. Let's go, AI. This is more entertaining than the All-Star game that we all fell asleep through. Shouts out to AI overview. According to AI overview, here are a list of the husky African American males who made an impact in the 70s and 80s. Geppetto Cato, Jim Brown, Harrison Page, Jim Lanhart, Mr. T, Carl Weathers, and James Earl Jones, aka Simba Daddy. Simba Daddy made the cut. Oh man, what's going on? Hold on. I'm so glad y'all ain't here. Simba Daddy made the cut from Lion King, y'all. Well, that was fun. Now I'll slowly get back to the topic at hand. I'm glad I can give y'all some laughs. I'm up here bugging out myself trying to figure this all out. I mean, we have the girls have, well man, we cannot even say that anymore. What's her name? Dang it, she done lost weight now. But we had her, Beyonce. Let me see here. Oh, I thought you was about to say Beyonce getting husky. At one point she did pick up a little weight, but that happens in life. But she quickly lost that weight. So, according to the computer, AI overview, the NBA All-Star game took place on Sunday, February 15, 2026, which was allegedly yesterday. But it seemed like it happened 2 days ago for me. The 75th annual showcase was held at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, Los Angeles, featuring a new three-team U.S. versus the world format that began at 5 p.m. ET, my time, on NBC and Peacock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and pets, and all living, breathing things here under the sun, welcome into another live stream show. Today's topic at hand, if you don't see it, is All-Star 2026 Los Angeles basketball game. Let's talk about it. Yeah, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Ooh, y'all remember they played that song in Shrek? Now, did they sing that song in part 1 or part 2? Shouts out to the Shrek movie. Word on the curve, they're getting ready to come out with another Shrek movie. And I'm so here for it because it's going to be about Shrek and their daughter growing up. So as I was saying here, I took a gander over at ESPN this morning because I was curious to see what they were going to say about the All-Star game and the takes. Y'all, it was so boring. So what I'm getting ready to do is type into AI overview. I wonder if I can say, can you please recap what ESPN said today about the NBA All-Stars game for this year. Now that's a whole lot of typing. I'm getting ready to write it down though. Can you please? Now I can write fast, but the thing is I have to make sure it's coming across clearly, right? Can you please recap what ESPN said today? While y'all wait for me, last year, did y'all hear about the story about the man who got arrested at Chuck E. Cheese, man? I think I should do a follow-up to see how he holding up. Did he get set free or is he still behind bars, man? I tell you, that's a real story. And then another Chuck E. Cheese story that happened last year. It was a lady, I think she was cheating on the game and she got stuck in there. So they had to have a fire department come rescue her. So she was embarrassed. I'm talking about these adults who doing this stuff, man. Kids need a safe place to hang out. And adults in there messing up everything. I think that's why Five Nights at Freddy's came out, because the animatronics gonna, correct all of this, if you know what I mean. Shouts out to Five Nights at Freddy's. I am happily married. I have been married for going on 11 glorious years. So can you please recap what ESPN said today about the NBA All-Stars game for this year? If y'all didn't see ESPN, don't worry, I'm about to read what the highlights said. According to AI Overview, my cool peeps, based on coverage from ESPN and ESPN on February 15th through the 16th, 2026, the 75th NBA All-Star Game in Los Angeles was highlighted by a more competitive format and a dominant MVP performance from Anthony Edwards. Edwards led Team Stars to victory, scoring 30 points and securing the Kobe Bryant Trophy. Now, I did not know what that trophy was called. If you guys, the Kobe Bryant Trophy, now that I know that it's a title, is it that trophy that's like, it looks like a crystal basketball? Good luck holding that if your hands are sweaty. So I'm quite sure after the game, they made him dry his hands and probably do like LeBron, put his hands in some chalk. What is this? Chalk zone. Chalk zone. Shouts out to all the people who had to suffer and endure, who sat on floor seats every time LeBron James clapped his hands and chalk went all over the place. I hope y'all didn't have an asthma attack. I seem like I got one by osmosis just watching him do that through the TV. I started coughing. He'd be like, "No, help me, somebody, give me something to drink. Help me, give me something to drink." Chalk everywhere. No wonder teachers cannot teach these kids. All the chalk going to him. See, this is we cannot say that. This is a conspiracy. LeBron James, we are asking you to replenish all of the chalk that you have taken from these poor teachers. No wonder they can't teach the students anything. Their chalk all grounded up for you. According to AI Overview, key 2026 All-Star Games highlights person ESPN. We've got winner and MVP Team Stars defeated Team World and Team Stripes. Team World and Team Stripes, that's what those jerseys represented. Let me see here. Team World and Team Stripes in the new tournament style format with Anthony Edwards named MVP. Format changes. The revamped format was credited with improving the game's competitiveness. With Edwards noticing that Victor, oh boy, here go big old word. Now, is this somebody's name? Because this like looking like chimichanga. It's like Wembanyama set the tone. Y'all, who is Victor Wembanyama? I'm tired already. I got winded trying to figure out how to pronounce his name. I'm getting ready to copy and paste it so I can educate myself. Who is that? He was selected the first overall by the Spurs of the 2023 NBA draft and is considered one of the best basketball prospects ever due to his rare combination of what? Oh man, come on now. Combination of height, agility, and skills. Y'all, I just looked at the name and I actually thought it was some type of basketball manager. So I cannot even affix my mind to match that this Wembanyama guy is a basketball player. It seems like some type of corporate suit person. So moving forward, key performances besides Edward Cullen of Twilight. Just kidding. Kawhi Leonard had a strong showing in his home arena. Weekend events. Kahad Johnson, probably said it wrong. If I'm saying it wrong and it bothers you, feel free to break down his name phonetically. Until further notice, Hooked on Phonics did not work for me. And my mama and daddy are still trying to get their money back. Yeah. I'm going to take a pause to take a sip of water for those of you who are listening to me in replay, gang, and those for you who listen to me live. Why I'm so quiet? I'm about to get something to drink. Moving forward. Weekend events, I read that part. Key takeaways, storylines. Now, are you sure? AI Overview, well, it says it. I was getting ready to ask AI Overview. AI Overview, are you sure that ESPN said all this? But as I look over to the right, all I see is the articles. Let's say ESPN, 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 that the computer did pull the information from. So we've got competitive shift. The new, faster format was praised, with ESPN and analysis suggesting the league had found a better format or a better formula for the All-Stars games. Do you think that's true? Well, I wait for an answer. I had to look at something behind the scenes. Behind the scenes meaning I need to open up a tab and figure out something really quickly. So if you don't mind, excuse me while I get some things set up right here. It's just a couple of clicks. Let me see here. Uncheck a couple of boxes and move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, where are we? There we go. And save. And watch how the time changes. Y'all, I'm getting real smart sometimes. Yes, I said real smart sometimes. It's like a stick and move situation, like boxing. Stick and move, stick and move. Sometimes, you know, it comes and goes. But right now, everything coming together. Five Nights at Freddy's. All I know is Five Nights at Freddy's is good. And it's animatronics who, unfortunately, don't mean human people no mind. Well, should I say, this animatronics who mean the humans mind, and it's not in the good way, and it's creepy and it's cool. We have a deeper dive in AI overview. Let me put a robot in here. Robot for that. I did not see Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2 yet, but I look forward to seeing it. Reported that Team USA stars won the 2026 NBA All-Star Game Championship on Sunday night, defeating Team USA Stripes 47-21 in the final. Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards was named MVP, blah, blah, blah. Here we are, tournament results, my cool peeps. Game 1, Team USA Stars defeated Team World 37-35 in overtime, thanks to a game-winning three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Not to be mixed up with Barnes and Nobles. But this world is small, so who knows? He could be related to the people who own and run Barnes and Nobles. Shouts out to the brick and mortar bookstores that are still standing all around the world. According to AI Overview, Game 2, Team USA. Stripes edge out the USA Stars 42-40, sealed by a buzzer-beating triple from Dion Aaron Fox. Last name Fox. Sometimes I think these names just be made up to protect their identity. Game 3, Team USA Stripes eliminated Team World 48-45. Every time I read these titles, all I'm thinking about is Dragon Ball Z, man. You know how they fought people around the world? And then Mortal Kombat, what is this? Thank you. You cannot. What does give up mean? I don't know. Team 3 USA Stripes eliminated. Team World 48-45. Kawhi Leonard led the charge with 31 points in the 12-minute period. 12 minutes. Championship, Team USA Stars. So right there. So one of my cool peeps said in the earlier that the game, Jay Brown said, I'm going to go to the top of the comments because it was stated here that the games have changed by way of time. So let me see here. Yeah, they had shorter games this year. USA versus the world versus the older players. So the games have been shorter, and we've got All-Star Weekend highlights, ESPN and other outlets. What other outlets are there besides ESPN? Oh, me. We've got ESPN and other outlets recap the full weekend's winners leading up to Sunday's main event. Slam dunk contest won by Kashad Johnson. Miami Heat three-point contestants Damian Lillard won the third title, defeating Devin Booker and Con Knuppel. Now, I'm not going to go back to the Devin Booker guy because, you know, I went all around the world trying to figure out what the name of that man was. Come to find out, y'all corrected me in the chats. His name wasn't Booker, but What was it? I gotta go back into the comments and see, because it sure wasn't Booker T. Washington. Y'all was falling out for that. Bookman from Good Times. Good Times! Moving forward. Shouts out to other people who played in Good Time Show. We've got shooting stars Team Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Allen Hudson took the title. Well, to McDonald's for a quarter pounder. Surely they probably would have had more excitement doing that. Rising stars. I mean, you're already in the NBA. How much more higher do you need to rise? But nonetheless, according to AI Overview, we have rising stars teams. Vince defeated Team Milo 25-24 with VJ Edgecombe Bay earning MVP honors. Y'all tearing me up with these names. Celebrity game. Team Giannis defeated Team Anthony 65-58 Friday night. That's why I'm getting confused. I'm like, don't tell me that. I did not watch the game yesterday. I did not watch the game yesterday. And I said, I will not accept it. And I still didn't accept it. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. She's crazy. I'm not crazy. So we just said it right here, y'all. Celebrity games. So that's what I was watching. Look, first of all, I didn't know y'all was going to have three different types of games. Shame on y'all for not being heavy with the promotion. Y'all didn't promote the Super Bowl 50 well to me, nor did y'all promote this whole thing we're talking about right now, which is the All-Star basketball games. Where's the hype? Where is it in the newspaper? Who's reading the newspaper, LA? Where is it at in the magazines? Who read magazines? Well, where is it plastered all over my timeline for YouTube? Is the NBA low-key losing money to the point where they couldn't even do a digital campaign or email blast to let us know, look, the All-Star game coming. I just want y'all to know to be here. I mean, they sure stuffing commercials down our throats that we don't want to see. Temu must have the highest budget for campaigns. We've got Temu hogging up the ad placements. We have Shein. And then we have these lawyer people with their commercials. Those in rotations. Those are all the commercials that I'm primarily seeing roughly being dominated on YouTube. Shein, Temu, and lawyer people. I'm like, I'm not even getting in any trouble like that. Why y'all stuffing all these lawyer commercials down my timeline? It's mainly accident lawyers, got a fender bender, call blah blah blah, run over a nail in some glass, call blah blah blah, you get bit by a dog while you're walking to your car, call blah blah blah. So I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. Let me see here real quick. I'm getting ready to make some moves. I'm getting ready to hold on, let me just be quiet before I push the wrong button. There we go. That's that on that. So this is my saving grace. Celebrity games. Team Giannis defeated Team Anthony 65-58 on Friday night. This is the game I saw. And this was the game that I thought was it. Like Michael. May he continue to rest in power. In the figment of my imagination, I like to pretend that Michael Jackson is still with us somewhere else. He probably was just tired of everybody bothering him. He was like, he did the old Houdini on us, and he probably just walking around in costume, being a regular person, living out the rest of his life and enjoying his shmoney. So moving forward. So the game that I did see took place on Friday. I I didn't even know what game came on yesterday because I just thought that the NBA All-Stars was a one and done deal. They had all these tiny little events surrounding the big lead up to the game. So I thought I was watching the game, which came on Friday, not yesterday. I don't know what's going on with yesterday, but like I was informed in the comments they're doing things differently now where they've got like 1, 2, 3 different types of games going on. So the game I saw was with Anthony Anderson, and I'm gonna stick to that because that's all I saw because I thought that was all it was gonna be. And watching that game, y'all, I was getting confused. So everything I said at the beginning of this show, why I was confused, I was describing the game that came on Friday with the score of 65 to 58. So let me get my thoughts together. Key takeaways according to AI overview, because what I had typed in about 15 minutes ago. Can you please recap what ESPN said today about the NBA All-Star games for this year? Once again, I didn't stay around ESPN too long to watch the recap because it was rather boring. And it did not have anything to do with the people who hosted it. It just was whack all together. So how could you hype that up? ESPN insiders noted that the new format successfully increased the competitive intensity of the game. Victor, here we go. Victor, I'm just going to say Victor Waymo, y'all, because that's just too much. Victor Waymo was highlighted for setting the tone early with defensive effort, while veterans like LeBron James, see, y'all said he was in there, where? And Kevin Durant were praised for their participation despite their team falling short in the finals. My next question is, hold on here. Now I want to know, can you please tell me about the, I need to write this down because I want to keep my notes in order. And y'all, thank you so much for participating in the survey. I've got a couple of things going on at the same time in this live stream. There's an auto-generated question that YouTube have up on my cell phone. It says a movie/TV show that everyone loves but you don't. And then we have in the survey asking whether or not you watch the NBA All-Stars game. Plus the topic in general is All-Stars 2026 Los Angeles basketball game. Let's talk about it. Oh, snap. I done lost my thought. Oh! Man. Oh, I know. Y'all, I haven't even been taking those brain pills yet. You know, like Rigby on regular show Brain Max. Y'all remember when Rigby drank the whole bottle of the Brain Max so he can get smart, so he can get his diploma? Y'all, I didn't even take my Brain Max today, and my mind is working. Ha! I like the old people say. Can you please summarize so I'm going to ask, can you please summarize the celebrity basketball game for me? That's it. BASKET ball game for me. There. Y'all, I had to write this stuff down because sometimes the way the computers are, they're so fast, I might miss something. So I'm typing the next question in, and it is, can you please, excuse me, summarize the celebrity, that's not how you spell summarize, SUMMARISE, the celebrity basketball game for me. Now that I know that there has been multiple basketball games that took place over probably the weekend, which one did you guys watch? Thank you so much for thumbsing up the live stream. Let's see here. What do we have in here? Basketball and untitled document. Y'all need to title this because no, I'm looking for something, y'all. Bear with me now. I ain't gonna be here long, and you know when they say they're not gonna be here long, you might as well just get ready to be sitting there forever. All right. Bam, there we go. Little piece of information. Hercules the shark is your spirit animal. Please let Hercules the shark know that on Friday. That is gonna like make his day. We've got here, my cool peeps. High five to all of you. Bam. Thank you so much for coming in and pressing the like button. It really means a lot. You don't have to give financially. What you're doing right now is more than enough. Pressing the like, dropping a little comment in here while we talk and stuff, that helps. Did you watch the All-Star game this year? 33% of my cool peeps said yes, 42% of y'all said no, and 0% said kind of. And 25% said, I forgot all about it. Look, I kind of feel that way as far as the forgot all about it because it was just like, you know how you get powder? Where did it go? When did it happen? Did it even happen? That's how I'm left feeling after this game went off. Now, I did watch the NBA All-Stars, but y'all, I thought the one I watched was it. So the one I'm getting ready to talk about, this is it, y'all. This will be my final performance. I mean it, guys. This is it. Shamo. Please, can you summarize the celebrity basketball game for me? I watched the celebrity basketball game thinking that that was the end all be all. Team Gannis defeated Team Anthony 65-58 in the 2026 Ruffles NBA All-Star Celebrity Game on Friday night with Kia Forma in Inglewood. Y'all, I didn't even know that the game had a theme. Meaning, in addition to what we were already watching, it's quite clear that we were watching the NBA basketball game in sunny California. So what more theme would we have needed? But apparently it was the 2026 Ruffles NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. So that gives me the reasoning to talk about later on the trophy that they had. Shouts out to Ruffles Potato Chips. Did y'all see the trophy? I'm not talking about that other one. I'm talking about the Ruffles trophy. It was so cute. So according to AI Overview, I asked, can you please summarize the celebrity basketball game for me? Game recap. The game featured a dramatic second half comeback led by Team Giannis, which trailed 34-26 at halftime. What is that? Decisive moment. Not one shiny moment, but decisive moment. It says here, with the game tied late in the fourth quarter, Jeremy Lin hit a 4-point shot that counted for 8 points due to the double time scoring rule, effectively sealing the victory. What in the NBA basketball, if we had those types of fun and zany rules where we can just automatically get 8 points, if they had an 8-point rule that was legitimized in NBA, that means we would not need that many players on the court. It's pointless. Pun intended. So we would need less players to play, all because of an 8-point rule that could be implemented if that were the case. You wouldn't even have to try so hard. Everybody would just be trying to go for the 8 points instead of the measly peasly 3-point shots now. Special rules, y'all. According to AI Overview, it says the game utilized double time windows where points counted for twice their value and mascot double teams to disrupt opposing players. Coaching clash. Yeah, Guinness and y'all, come on. Aiton Kumotampo coached his team alongside his brothers and Mookie Betts while Anthony Anderson led the opposing squad. Look, I don't want to hear nobody else talk about my name too long or hard to pronounce. These people in the NBA taking the cake, so you can leave me and my family alone talking about we can't pronounce y'all ghetto names. And I'm not saying that their names are ghetto, but look, these people take the cake. Their names are way longer than us, so leave us alone. This dude have like 45 letters in his name, and he didn't abbreviate. So we shouldn't have to abbreviate our names. This is ridiculous. Top performers and MVP. Actor Ron Flynn earned his second consecutive Celebrity Game MVP trophy, finishing with 17 points and 4 assists. Standout stats. Former NBA center Taco, I know I probably said that wrong, T-A-C-K-O, fall. Taco fall. Darkness falls. Olympus has fallen. Taco Bell has fallen. Dominated the paint for Team Giannis with 20 points, 21 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Team Anthony leaders. NFL wide receiver Keenan Allen scored a team-high 18 points, supported by social media star Adrian Nunes with 13 points. They have a 2026 Celebrity Game status right here. It's the chart. I'm going to lightly glance over to see if I can even understand it. And if I can, the next overview, just because I'm choosing to probably not read this chart out loud, don't mean you have to stop putting charts in here. Do not change how you're delivering the information. So it basically is a breakdown of the 2026 Celebrity Game stats. They've got the players, the teams, the points they've scored, rebounds, and other stuff from blocks to assistance and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm getting tired and dizzy just reading that. So we're going to skip all over that. We have here notable participants. What do you mean notable participants? Aren't they all celebrities? What are we doing? Y'all, man. Celebrities, how much more notoriety do you want? You're already a celebrity playing. It's called All-Star 2026 NBA whatever. You're the star. How much more of a star do you need to be? It's got the rosters were a mix of athletes, actors, and influencers. Team Guinness, Sharana, Glorilla, Keegan Michael Key, Armand Ross St. Brown, and Cafu. Team Anthony, Simi Lou, Matt Ishba, Jason Williams, Andre DeGrassi, Mustard. Somebody's name is Mustard, y'all. And Taylor Frankie Paul. Who is Mustard? I have to, wow, man, this is just, I'm gonna have to close a couple of these tabs so I don't have too many tabs open. And then I'm getting ready to, who in the world is Mustard? There's actually a basketball player with the last name of Mustard. William Michael Crum. Is there really a player on the team with the last name Mustard? Y'all, they just be playing in our faces with these names. I bet you next year somebody gonna be on the basketball team named Winnie the Pooh, and that's his first name. Yes, there was a player listed as Mustard on Team Anthony, but it is a stage name. See, this don't be these people's names. So these football players and basketball players have got hip to stop using their real names so they can have some type of peace and dignity when they go out with their families or check into a restaurant. They can actually use their real name because they're running around with names like bologna sandwiches and Mustard and Ed McMahon and an encyclopedia on their jersey, and that's not their real name. So apparently it seems like they got hip to it. It was like, I don't want to use my real name neither, because I'm sick of people Googling me and all this stupid stuff coming up and the stuff I want them to see. So once again, yes, there was a player listed as Mustard on Team Anthony, but it is the stage name. So what would you guys name yourself if you got into the NBA? What would you name your stage name? This dude went with Mustard. I guess ketchup is available. Somebody better take it before somebody else gets some bright ideas. And for the starting lineup, we got ketchup and mustard. I'm getting ready to write down my question here. Number 4. I have, is there really a player on the team with the last name Mustard? And unfortunately, it is. Is there really a player on the team with the last name Mustard? We just need relish now. Last name Mustard. The basketball team. Y'all, I'm already about to be on the back of this paper. Today is Monday, February 16th, 2026, y'all. And I already filled up this front half. Shout out to all my cool peeps who showed up and showed out this morning on Monday Moo. We had a good time talking about how is cooking oil fat free. Now, if you wanna get a headache trying to figure that out, go on to listen to that video from this morning. We went through all the thought processes together, so you don't have to. How is that considered fat-free? We figured it out together, and it took us a little over 2 hours to find that out. So once again, is there really a player on the team with the last name Mustard? Yes, there is a player listed as Mustard on Team Anthony, but it is a stage name. Who is he? He's the Grammy-winning music producer formerly known as DJ Mustard. Oh my gosh, really? I thought this was an actual basketball player. This is like a real person, meaning like with the pseudonym of Mustard, but he's got a real job outside of this. His DJ Mustard. Real name, his birth name is Dijon Isaiah McFarland. Dijon is close to Mustard, right? Dijon, no, that's cordon bleu and Grey Poupon. So what is Dijon? Isn't Dijon some mustard you put on sandwiches? I have to look it up. Isn't M-U-S-T-A that you put on sandwiches? We're about to find out, y'all. Yes, Dijon mustard is a popular pale yellow, smooth and sharp tasting mustard originating from Dijon, France, commonly used with a spread on sandwiches. A spread on sandwiches in dressings and marinades. Y'all, marinades. It is made with brown black mustard seeds and white wine or wine vinegar, offering a more intense flavor than typical yellow mustard. Dijon mustard sound like it's for rich people. Grey Poupon. Yeah, it's probably like $135 a jar. Yeah, let's speak these things into existence. I got Grey Poupon money, fool. What time you want, son? Get your money up like me, dog. Let's go. I know that's right. Positivity rules, man. And it may even help you work out payment arrangements. You got to have a positive attitude if you make your payment arrangements. You already make your payment arrangements, so you got to be nice on the phone. Be like, you know what? I actually forgot I had this bill coming up. I was wondering if we could push that back to a couple of weeks, you know. Oh, certainly. You know, you've been the kindest person I've dealt with today. Oh, really? How about we just give you a little more time to pay that bill? How about this time next month? Oh, bless your heart. Yeah. Courtesy goes a long way, y'all. We've got here, we're talking about Dejon Isaiah McFarland, the guy named Mustard who played on Team Anthony's basketball team on Friday. I was about to say the Citizens Awards. What do you call it? The celebrities basketball game. The connection, his stage name is a play on his first name, Dejon. He's a Los Angeles native and was one of the headlining stars for the 2026 celebrity game held at the Kia Forum. Y'all, did y'all know Glorilla knew how to play basketball? That was the highlight of my day because you cannot be on there if you don't know how to play basketball. So I'm going to talk about Glorilla being on here. I'm just simply going to put, I did not know that Glorilla, yeah, Glow, let's see here, Glow, y'all hear what's going on with Gorilla and her sister? Now, they named her, they gave her the name Brorilla, but her name should go by something totally different. Unfortunately, have y'all been hearing what's going on between Glorilla and her brother and her whole family now? Dog, man, come on. I did not know that Glorilla knew how to play basketball. No, I cannot play basketball, but I wish I could have played basketball. My mama didn't want me playing basketball, but y'all, I wanted to play basketball so bad. I wanted to play basketball so bad, but I couldn't. I could not play basketball. They didn't want me to. Did not know that Glorilla, Glorilla, knew how to play basketball. I'm like, that's a surefire way to guarantee your kids are going to turn out to be nothing like you. Don't let them play in nothing so you can be moving forward. I did not know that Gorilla knew how to play basketball. While Glorilla, Gloria Woods, is primarily known as a Grammy-nominated rapper, she had a long-standing personal connection to basketball that she brought to the 2026 celebrity game. Basketball background, according to AI Overview, my cool peeps, my day ones, my day twos, my day news, and the ones passing through. It says basketball background, school days. Glorilla has mentioned playing basketball during her school years in Memphis. Before her rap career took off, she attended Melrose High School and MLK Prep. Let's go. Where she was known to have a tomboy energy and spent significant time on the court. Preparation, not to be confused with Preparation Age. To get ready for this year's celebrity game, she trained with famous shooting coach Chris Lethal Shooter Matthews. Clips from their practice session showed her consistently hitting jump shots and working on her form. Basketball fan. She is a noted supporter of the Memphis Grizzlies, yay, and has been a frequent courtside presence at NBA games throughout the 2025-26 season, often seen supporting her boyfriend, Toronto Raptors star Brandon Ingram. I didn't know Glorilla was dating somebody. Okay, girl. That's cute. And I don't mean that in a funny way, because I don't see that in the news. Maybe because all of this family stuff is taking the focus. Maybe because all this family stuff she has going on with her sister and stuff is taking the shine, the light off of the fact that she's dating somebody. So I need to put that on the side note, because maybe I can make a special video about Glorilla. Currently, right now, y'all, side note, I've been making upload videos about Rihanna. So perhaps next I can make a bunch of videos about Glorilla. So I'm going to put that down here. I didn't know Glorilla was dating someone. Yeah, Glow. Hey. Y'all see my girl talk video yet? It's out. I had fun with that. Okay. Let me get back to the subject. I just wrote that down, a memo to myself to squeeze in some time to talk about Glorilla in a little bit more depth. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. I'm not going anywhere, but while you're here, I wanted to just say that we've got here performance in the 2026 game. According to AI Overview, in the game of February 13th, exactly, that's the game I watched. I didn't know that there was a basketball game that took place yesterday, so I completely missed all of that. I thought there was only one game, and the game was the one I watched, and that's the game Glorilla was in. In the game on February 13th, she was praised by commentators for her grit and grind style of play, which included defensive hustle and team contribution. For defensive hustle, she played aggressive defense for Team Guinness, notably forcing and winning the key jump ball against Taylor Frankie Paul. Taylor Frankie Paul. While she wasn't the leading scorer, her energy and defensive efforts were credited as a factor in Team Guinness' 65-58 victory over Team Anthony. That's what's up. So did y'all see the game with Glorilla? When I first saw the game in live and real color, I was in and out watching it, but I had, it had my attention enough. So the following morning, I woke up and the sports channel was on and they replayed the game that I watched on the 13th. Started right from the beginning, so I got to see them do the introduction to all the game people who were coming, and sure enough, it was Glorilla. I'm like, that was her. That is her. I thought so. She looks a little bit different now, so that's why I wanted to take the time out to rewatch at least the beginning of the game the following morning to make sure I was seeing correctly. So yeah, that was her in there. Y'all, it was funny watching Anthony Anderson be a coach. What do y'all think about that? That was throwing me off because he was very vocal on the court. So much so, it was taking me back, making me think that I was watching like a special segment of Blackish or something like that. It was hard to distinguish between Anthony Anderson from Blackish because on there he's noisy, loud, and vocal, just like he was on the court. So I was like, am I watching the game or am I watching behind the scenes on Blackish? So that was one thing. And number two, that guy from Keenan and Peele or whatever, not Keenan and Kel, but Jordan Peele, and that guy was there. And it's weird because it don't seem like he can look. If all I see him do is be comical and just stand up all the time, it's like I didn't know he could do anything else. So that was throwing me off seeing him play basketball. I'm like, is this a joke or is he really playing? Or are they just cutting the camera off and on to make it look like he playing? I know that sounds funny, but that's what I was looking. I'm like, I didn't know all these people could play basketball. Where are they finding these people from? Are they having a hard time finding people this year? It honestly seemed like, though, for this celebrity basketball tournament, they had a tough time finding celebrities who were available to play the game. Maybe that's another reason I didn't notice it too tough. Because quite honestly, although these people are heavy hitters according to me, but in the realm of Hollywood, they're not big names that would draw people. And I wonder why that's happening. Moving forward, I am going to say, how did they go about picking? My next question is, how they go about picking Anthony Anderson as the coach? Peace. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. High five, everybody. Everybody like the Game of Thrones, but I don't. That's okay. You know what? I was speaking with my husband about the Game of Thrones. I wish they had a, let's say for lack of a better word, a radio edit of Game of Thrones, because then it would be good. That's all I can say. I wish they had a cleaner version of it, and then I would be able to watch it. So yeah, I hear you on that. You thought he was the best in the Shield? Okay. So yeah, everybody like Game of Thrones but you. A movie show that everyone loves but you don't. I don't really care for the Fast and the Furious too tough, but everybody else do. And I don't like it. Now I like race cars and stuff, but I just don't care for those movies. It's not enough. It's just not good. I just don't like it. It's just what, because I like to collect things. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this really quick. Reconnecting, you're alive. I believe I pushed the wrong button. Or should I say, I made the wrong choice. So I thought I kicked myself out of the live stream, y'all. Hold on, just one moment, please, before I get in here. It should still be going. We're about to see. It just reconnected back. There we are. Yep, there I am. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm talking to myself. I fixed it. Yeah, I accidentally pushed the wrong button, y'all. Hold on. All right, back to what we're talking about. Thank you so much for pressing the like. The next question I have here is, how did they go about picking Anthony Anderson for the coach? How did they go about Anthony Anderson? High five, what's going on? Bam. For the coach. Now that's my question. How did they go about picking Anthony Anderson for the coach? Anthony Anderson was chosen as the coach for the 2026 Celebrity Games primarily due to his deep history with the event and his reputation as a dedicated NBA enthusiast. Yeah, because he was very vocal throughout the whole duration of the game. I can't say that much for sure. I'm getting ready to put this information down in here. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for coming in. High five. Bam. Longevity. According to AI Overview and Experience, Anderson first competed in the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game as a player in 2023, exactly 23 years ago, guys. His transition from player to coach was seen as a full circle moment for the tournament's 75th anniversary celebrations. NBA ties. I'm going to fix this so I don't have to strain so much. We've got, he is widely recognized as one of the league's most rookie Kobe Bryant for a cameo on his show Hang Time in the late 90s. That's neat. Star power. Stay in power. As an image, Emmy-winning actor and comedian, he provided the necessary Hollywood presence for the game's return to Los Angeles at the Kia Forum. And in closing, for the 2026 game, he led a coaching staff that included professional trainers Chris Lethal Shooter Mathis and Chris Brickley to balance his entertainment background with technical basketball expertise. And lastly, on the list of things I want to talk about before I wrap it up today is that wonderful Ruffles trophy, y'all. That trophy was so cute. At first I thought it was a crown, but it's not a crown. No. At first I thought it was a bucket of chicken. A bucket of chicken with a crown on it. It's not a bucket of chicken with a crown on it. It is a trophy shaped like a bucket of chicken, but it's about with Ruffles potato chips. So I want to know more about the Ruffles potato chip trophy. I want to know more about the Ruffles potato chip trophy. PHYPLE. The Ruffles potato chip trophy is cute. I want to know more about the Ruffles potato chip trophy. Potato, potato. That's how you spell potato. And now that you listen to me / watch me say it like that, you'll never forget it. You gonna thank you, LA. You so cold with how you teaching us. I know, right? Yeah. So I want to know more about the Ruffles potato chip trophy, please. Y'all, I want one. The Ruffles NBA All-Star Celebrity Game MVP trophy is a custom design award that leans heavily into the playful branding of its namesake sponsors, y'all. The potato chip design. All right, the potato chip design. Not to be confused with LOL Surprise. The trophy is visibly distinct from any other NBA award. Iconic ridges, back-to-back winner, and playful interaction. According to AI Overview, the trophy is visually distinct, and we're talking about the Ruffles trophy. The primary feature of the trophy is an oversized styled golden potato chip that features the signature ridges of a ruffled chip. And it looks, the chip looks like a crown. So it's not a crown in a bucket, but it is, how can I say this? It's a big old potato chip. Back-to-back winner for the 2026 game, the hardware was added to actor Ron Flynn, who became the first player to win the trophy in consecutive years, 2025 and 2026. Playful interaction. Playful interaction. During the post-game ceremony, the trophy became a focal point of humor when Coach Anthony Anderson and actor Donald Faison jokingly tried to steal it from Flynn as he was giving the MVP speech. That's funny. Context in the game. According to AI Overview, my cool peeps, the Ruffles Ridges line. A special 4-point line on the court during specific double time window shots from behind this line can count for double 8 points, which is how Jeremy Lin helped seal the win for the Team Giannis this year. The Chips Connection. Thank you guys so much for your hearts. Those are really cute. I see them floating up on the monitor I'm currently looking at right now. Thanks so much for that. Even the player trades were themed around sponsors. For instance, ESPN Shams Charania was jokingly traded from Team Giannis to Team Anthony for a literal bag of Ruffles potato chips before tip-off. That's funny. Shout out to Ruffles potato chips. Even though I'm not eating Ruffles potato chips, I have Lay's Classics But I do like Ruffles potato chips. They are fun to eat. They are a sturdy chip. So if you are eating like a hot dog and you have a chili dog, and you can get your chip. Ruffles potato chips are sturdy enough so you can dip the chip into your chili, or you can dip the chip into cheese. Do you guys like potato chips? I do, which is why I decided to just take my time while I'm on here and make sure I cover everything in reference to the All-Star 2026 Los Angeles basketball game. Yo, I didn't know LeBron James played. It's not like I wanted to see him. I'm just saying that because where was the advertisement? I don't think this year for the Super Bowl 50 and for the All-Star 2026 game, they did a fair job of promoting it. That's all I'm saying. Because it was like a fly-by-night situation. And I'm still feeling like at the end of the day, after talking about it and reading about it, I'm still feeling like, did it even happen yet? I'm not supposed to feel that way. I'm supposed to be up here talking about, y'all, did you see the All-Star game, dog? It was so awesome. Despite me reading the facts and reading the proof, and you guys are engaging with me saying whether or not you saw it, it still feels like I'm waiting for it to happen. And that's not cool. Now, what I'm doing is intentionally thinking about whether or not I said everything about this game or not before I close out for today. I'm checking now. It's basically 3 o'clock. It's 2:59 ET time over here. I think we did all right today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, family, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here under the sun. They say that America is the melting pot. They are dead wrong. Planet Earth is the one and true only melting pot. So welcome all, great and small, to Elay TV. I am LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming in for a set amount of time as I gathered around the forest fire, the bonfire, the dumpster fire, the ring of fire after the rising sun to discuss today's topic, which is the All-Star 2006 Los Angeles basketball game. I'm getting ready to shut the survey down and read it one more time before I head on out of here. Did you watch the All-Star game this year, my cool peeps? 44% of my cool peeps said no. 31% said yes. And 19% of my cool peeps said, I forgot all about it. Hey, who you telling? And 6% said kind of. Thank you for your participation in the votes. I'm glad that you all made it around here. Go on to catch the replay if you want to. The replay is awesome because by the time I think it's finished rendering, for lack of a better word, AI Overview can basically tell you a summary of all the things that I talked about today and break it down into categories. So all you have to do is click on the hyperlink and speed dial to exactly what you want to listen to that I talked about. So it still counts as a click and a view. So if you want to just wait, go ahead and do that. I really like doing that when I'm watching other videos. Once again, my name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you guys for your time, your donations, and just coming in to hang out with someone as cool as myself. I will see you next time tomorrow morning for Morning Moo. I will see you all later. Thank you guys so much, and high five. Bam. Bye, everybody. My hand is all in the way. That's so tacky. YouTube, you got to find another way. I'm trying to reach over to push the stop, but look at my hands in the way. Now, what if my hands was ashy? Thank goodness I ate greasy potato chips. Y'all be like, LA, your hands ashy. Clip it. And that'd be the one thing that make me be Insta famous. LA's ashy hands going viral. Well, good. Maybe I'll be able to do a Jergens cocoa and butter lotion product placement. You got ashy hands like LA. Use some Jergens lotion cocoa butter today. So thank y'all. Go on to clip up my ashy hands. Let's make something happen. All right, I'm out of here. Bam!